Testing 1 2. Yes, we've got some sound. Okay, as you can see, Barcelona flight specials. Be sure to check out II Travel. Nevertheless, let's get on. We are busy with question paper B1. It is question paper B1, and we are doing question 3.3. Now, I'm going to go a little bit back, and we will talk about. They want you to prove that every term of the sequence, and you can see it's 3 3. Let's just put it over there. 3 3 9. 6, 15, and 12. Prove that every term here is a multiple of 3 or divisible by 3. Okay, they want you to prove that 3 can go in every term. Prove that 3 is a factor of every term. That's what they really want. Okay, so before we continue, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about divisibility. Right? What is divisibility? And I'm going to give you a formal mathematical definition, not too formal, because I will be leaving out some stuff from it. I will say A divides B if and only if, that's what this arrow means, okay? If and only if there exists a C such that I am leaving some things out. For example, they should be elements of the reals or elements of Z and so forth. In fact, they should be elements of Z. There exists a C such that C multiplied by A is equal to B. What does this mean? This is saying that, you know what, A divides B. In other words, B, similarly, this part means B is divisible by A. It also means B is divisible by A. So let's use a real example. Let's take the number 2, and I'm going to use red because that's the definition. So 2 divides 6. In other words, 6, that's the B, 6 is divisible by 2. Right, if and only if there exists, a C such that C multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. Well, can you find some number that is C? When you multiply it by 2, you get 6. And yes, the answer is yes. That number is 3. Yes, C equals 3. Therefore, 2 divides 6. In other words, 2 can go into 6 because we can find a number that you multiply 2 by to get 6. And that's really the definition of divisibility. You're saying that, for example, 5 divides 20. If you can find some number that you can multiply 5 by to get 20, and there is a C. In that case, C is equal to 4. Now similarly, this also means, besides B is divisible by A, we are saying that A is a factor. Let's use blue because it means the same thing. A is a factor of B. A is a factor of B. And how do we know that? Really, you're saying when you have something, A times B equals C, or let's leave it CA equals B. Something times something gives me this thing. Those somethings that you are multiplying with each other, each of these little somethings over here is a factor of B, because you can always find one or the other to multiply by it to give you B. And that's really what we want to show. If you want to show a number can go into another number, you want to show that that number is a factor of the other number. It's a factor of the other number, right? And how do you show it's a factor? Just find another number such that you multiply it by to give you the answer. Okay, so I know I've used a lot of some things and numbers and other numbers and so forth, but let's see it in reality. Okay, so each of these terms, if we go back and we remember this is the arithmetic terms, 3, 9, 15, and they had a general formula Tn is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the difference was 6. The geometric terms were Tn is equal to 3 into r, which was 2 to the power of n minus 1. So let's see, what can we do with this? Sorry, that is a 6. Well, Tn is equal to 3 plus 6n minus 6. Yeah, so let's simplify that. That is just 6n, right? That is just 6n minus 3. Now, what can we do here? We can actually take out a common factor. The common factor is 3 times 2n minus 1. Now you've got a something times something, but one of that somethings is 3, which means 3 is a factor of every single term that comes up in the arithmetic subsequence of the big sequence above. Now let's talk about the geometric sequence. Well, the geometric one is practically given, because here you can see it's 3 times this thing. We got something times something. And the first something there being a 3, the first factor is 3, right? So which means clearly this one is practically given. It's clearly divisible by 3. Okay, and here it is also therefore divisible by 3, because you've shown that 3 is a factor. Right, so because the odd terms and all the even terms, this was the odd ones, and these were the even ones, because all the even ones are divisible by 3 and all the odd ones are divisible by 3, therefore the entire sequence is divisible by 3. Tn is divisible. Okay, let's just improve on the handwriting a little bit. Tn is divisible by 3. So good luck. Make sure you familiarize yourself with it, and remember, active learning is how you get through videos. You write down each step, you work through it again, you get an idea of the whole picture, and best of all, if you've got a friend, try and explain the work to your friend. And in fact, try and explain it to one another.